Hey guys, welcome back. This is your man Jason Myles, and this is the fourth video in this lease option series, if you will, that I wanted to put together with you to kind of give you the rundown of what some of this stuff looks like, okay? I want to just kind of put it out there again. If you like the information, please subscribe to this channel, like the video, comment, let me know what you want to hear more about, or whatever process, or if you've got something you want to add to this particular process, I'd love to hear your feedback. But like, subscribe, and share. Please do. And we're going to get down to it, right? So go get your pen, go get your paper, go get a cup of coffee, water, soda, whatever it is you like. I'll see you back here in about 10 or 12 seconds. Guys, welcome back. This is your man Jason Myles, and this is the fourth video. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's get to it, right? So a lease option is how you got the property, right? But a lease option is how you're going to also, quote unquote, sell it to your end buyer, okay? So that is called a sandwich lease option. You have it on this side, a lease option, and you have it on this side, and the buyer's in the middle, right? Your buyer is in the middle. Sandwich lease option. And also, it's important to understand that there are 5 profit centers here. And we're going to go over a little bit of what that looks like. But I do want to reiterate this. You want to get real good contracts, right? You want to talk to your attorney locally. And there are great lease agreements that you can utilize, rental agreements, excuse me, that you can utilize. Because you're going to wind up using a rental agreement and a purchase and sale agreement. So there are a bunch of great ones. Most states really have them, but you're going to want specific information in there. You're going to want information about, what we do is we do these 2-year leases, but we have a 12-month inspection period. And if they're not doing what they need to be doing in the first 12 months, we can exercise an option to put them out at that point. And you can do that however you want to do it. Another thing that we do, which I think is really important for you to hear, is that we set a sales price, right? And I'll kind of sidebar from what this here is, but I'm going to write it here. So we set a sales price. So let's say we got it for $150, and we set a sales price 2 years down the line at $180,000, right? And let's say that they did the $7,000 option and they got, let's say, $12,000 went towards their down payment on this at any given time. So we know that it winds up being $11,800, but I'm just rounding up, but that number is there, right? So we're going to subtract, let's just say 12,000. So that's 168, right? They still owe $168,000 on this property. Now, they're going to go to refinance it and do whatever they do. But one of the things that we put in our contracts is that once they're pre-qualified to get the property, to actually buy the property in their own name to pay us off so we can pay off, our people, the people that we got it from, we tell them, hey, listen, in order for us to have this sales price, an actual sales price, an actual contract, but we put this verbiage in our agreements initially, that the value of the property will not sell, or the sales price of the property, will not be less than 180, but anything above the 180,000, I split it with them 50-50. Because remember, we've got $30,000 built in here. We've had positive cash flow, $400 or $500 a month, every single month since we've had the property, right? So, or since they've been in the property, I should say. So let's say the appraiser comes out, and the appraiser says, okay, this place is worth $200,000 today. There's been a lot of appreciation, right? So we're not going to do their contract at 168. Their contract won't even be at 180. Their contract is going to be at $190,000 with an appraisal that is already at $200,000, right? So we're going to split that. So we're going to get $190,000 at the closing, which gives us a profit. Let's see, what is that? 22,000. 22K once they buy it. $22,000 once they buy it. I just wanted to give that to you. That's not at all about what we are going to go through on this particular video, but I wanted to share one of the things that we do, one of the angles that we have when we're working with people to make them know that, hey, it's not just about us making money. We want you to be able to get into this property as well. And listen, if it's appraising at $180,000 or $200,000 and the lender only has to come up with, well, it'll wind up being 178 that they have to give us, they're basically putting down a little over 10%. That's pretty good. You don't need any down payment assistance with that. That's great. Lenders like to see that kind of thing. And that they've worked their equity. They've been paying towards their equity over that course of that 2 years. So that's what that is there. I wanted to share that with you because I don't think I gave it the consideration that it actually needed previously. But I digress yet again. I have a tendency to get off on tangents, so let me stay focused. All right. So there are 5 profit centers that you need to be aware of, right? 1, the first profit center is the sales price, what you got it for, right? What you bought it for. Let's say your price was $150,000. That 150 is what you paid for it, right? You sell it, in this particular scenario that I just ran down, $190,000. So in the middle here is $30K. So that's your first profit center right there. $30,000 just from making a good deal. Or excuse me, it's $40,000, I apologize. It's $40,000 just for you making a good deal. Doesn't get much better than that. Now, the second profit center will be the monthly payment. So let's say here, your monthly payment was $1,100. Over here, you've been charging them $1,500 a month. So again, your profit center over here on a monthly basis is $400. That's on a monthly basis. Now, over a 2-year period, that's over 1 year, that's $4,800, 2 years, that's $9,600 that you've had passively coming into your pocket over the course of a 2-year period. That's fantastic, especially once you have, 5, 10, 15, 20 of these things. That's where you start to really get some wealth going in your life. Now, number 3 is going to be your term. Your term. Our terms, we like to do anywhere between 3 and 5 year leases with the people, right? Sometimes we'll get it a little longer. You'll hear people talk about going as long as 7 or 10. But I don't want to be in the property for that long. I'm not interested in holding anything really, especially a single family home. I'm really not interested in having it for more than 5 years, me personally. We're going to take advantage of the taxes. We're going to get all that stuff while we have it. But I really want to get it sold in the first 2 to 4 years. So 5 years, I'm really not interested in going any further than that. So I'll structure our agreements with the people that we get them for 3 to 5 years, right? Now, the term that you're going to have over here, number 3, is 2 years. 2-year terms. I wouldn't go 3. I'm definitely not going 1 because you want to give these folks some time. So that 2-year term is really going to help you out. That gives you a lot of time. So if you've got someone that's in there for 1 year, kind of messed up, you've got 2 to 4 more years to put the next person in there, right? And if at the end of it, someone doesn't qualify, you already know that that property is going to appraise for right around $200,000 because you've already looked into it. So all you have to do is go in, maybe clean it up a little bit, do some things, flooring, paint, maybe just a little bit of updating. Not anything too crazy, but now you'll be able to sell that and you'll be able to get all your money, all of it. You don't have to split any equity in that situation, but you're building that back in for yourself. That's the importance of having these 3 to 5 year terms and only giving 2-year terms over there. Okay? Okay. Now, number 4 is your down payment. Now, in this situation, when you're doing the simple ones, you're talking to landlords, especially in the market that we're living in today, the real estate market. There are a lot of people that are landlords that are selling the properties, but they don't really want to sell them. They're selling them because they can't afford to pay the note without having money coming in. And a lot of people right now, unfortunately, can't pay their rents. So they're having some difficulties with that. So they make deals for the folks so they can go move on. Maybe they're going to live with family. Maybe they're downsizing. They can't afford to be in there anymore, whatever the case. But these sellers today are wanting to have cash flow. So we'll structure a lot of these deals as rental agreements long term with our company, and then do the exact same thing with our buyer on the back end, right? So they might require us to put down, $1,100 a month as a down payment, right? Now, over here to our buyer, the person that's buying it from us, they may have put down $5,000. I'm really bad on these fives at an angle. I'm really bad with them. Okay, so again, now that just on that down payment, that is what? $3,900. That's a pretty good profit center, and that's on every house. Some houses you're going to get a little bit more. Some houses you're going to get a little bit less. But even if you took a $3,000 down payment on something like this, that's $1,900 to you. If you did 10 of those in a year, if you did 6 of them in a year, let's just be simple with it. That's an extra roughly, what, $12,000 for you? Not counting the $400 a month that's coming in passively off of 6 of them. So that's $2,400 a month times 12. That's $28,000 a month. Now, what happens if you double that next year? You do another 6 properties next year, right? So you made $12,000 off of the down payments. You've made another $28,000. It's $40,000. Next year, you're at $80,000 with 12 houses in a year. Your passive income is now well above $40,000 a year. Now, with this particular process, you need 21 houses. 21 houses to give you 6 figures a year. 21 houses is going to give you $8,400 a month. If you duplicate this process, 21 houses pays you $8,400 a month. Now, some of these you're going to get $500, $600 a month. You're going to get a little ahead of that. I wouldn't do any less than the 400 though. Some people will do 3, and they're okay with that. That's fine as well. But we stick right there. That's our rule of thumb. That's where we want to be, and we're not changing that. If it goes up, that's perfect. But our bottom line is $400 a month. Okay. Now our fifth position, our 5th profit center. I want to get these 5s out of the way. All right. Our 5th is the seller contribution. I'm just going to say SC, right? Here, when we buy it, we have 0 seller contribution, right? 0. None whatsoever. They're not helping us when we pay them. Now over here, we also have 0 seller contribution. 0. Now we're contributing to the person that's buying from us, but that's all built into the equity. It's all built into the equity so we can have that cash flow so we can go do more deals, okay? It's all built into the equity. None of that actually is ever really coming out of our pocket. It's a credit based on the equity that's already in the property. You follow me? It's never coming back out of your pocket. So if you look back at the last video, you'll see that seller contributions, when you sell a house, typically, when you buy a house, fix the house, sell the house, your seller contributions are going to be 6 to 8%. Now, on a $200,000 house, 8%, that's $16,000 off that $200,000 that this property is worth. right? So that's only $184,000. By doing it this way, you're saving yourself over time literally hundreds of thousands of dollars a year once you get to the point where you're selling some of these properties. So be aware of that. Yes, you're contributing as a seller to your buyer's ability to close, but you don't have any seller contributions to closing other than what you've agreed on. You don't have to pay 2%. You don't have to pay 6%. There's no legal fees. None of that exists. It's all gone in this particular scenario. And again, I want to make sure that I explain to you that it is imperative that you speak with an attorney about your documents, because everything is a little different from state to state and what you can do. Lease options, again, are done all around the world, all around the world. You can take this process. If you want to move to London or Canada, you can go there and you can literally do this tomorrow. You just have to learn how to do it, how to market for the properties, what to say, what to look for, how to put the paperwork together. That's it. And if you need a little bit of help with doing that, our team is always ready to help you, right? Just hit one of the links below in the description here, and you can get your free 30-minute consultation with us and put an individual game plan together for you. Not what we want you to do, because there's a ton of different things to do out here, okay? So if you may want to wholesale, you may want to fix and flip, you may like this, but there's different variations all across the board. So by all means, hit the link below, give us a call. Let's have the conversation. I also have free courses down there. So if you want to take a course on what to do and how to put your team together, it's there. Simply hit the link, sign up, and boom, you're in. Done. In the meantime, check out these videos over here. There's 4 of these videos. Watch them. Please comment. Let me know what you think. If you have questions, if there's something that you feel as though I left out in these very short videos, make sure you let me know. But like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with people if you find value here, and engage with me. Let me know what you think. The videos are right here, and right here you'll be able to find that subscribe button. Okay? So check out those videos, comment. If you're so inclined, come be a part of the team. Let my team help you out. This is your man, Jason Myles, and as always, I appreciate your time. Thank you so very much, and have a wonderful night. Peace.